every tweet I said was about understanding the American system. And at this point, I'm like, I read this, I was like, Helen Pluckrose doesn't know who I am. Which is fine. Not everyone needs to know who I am, even people I suppose that have actually been interviewed on my fucking channel. But like, I was just really thoroughly confused by it. And so I said, Helen, I need you to ask a mutual contact that we have who I am, and I suggest really not saying anything else until that's sorted. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm saying, I know you know this person, and I want you to go and ask them who I am and what I do. Because at this point, I'm starting to get pissed. And there's a reason this is important. I was like, Helen really needs to stop. She needs to stop because something is about to happen that she doesn't like. And we're going to get to what that thing is in a second. And she said, I haven't said anything about who you are. I have said we're having more difficulty protecting jobs of people who dissent from critical social justice ideas in the U.S. and need lawyers because there is less freedom for employees. You said people don't have right to jobs. And I'm sorry. I understand that Helen is a socialist. But in the United States of America, people are not entitled to a job. You don't have the right to a job. That is how our system works. And frankly, that is to protect both the employer and the employee. Listen, I know that it's not necessarily everyone's favorite thing that employers can fire employees at any time for any reason, but at-will employment protects employees too, because it also says that employees can quit at any time for any reason. You don't need to give 2 weeks notice. I don't know why people think you need to give 2 weeks notice for a job. You don't. If you're miserable and it's toxic, you can just leave. The law protects you as much as it protects your employers. And I'll tell you what, if you have ever in your life worked for a boss that you know hated you, I started studying workplace bullying because I was working for a boss that I knew hated me. It was a horrible, miserable, soul-sucking experience. If you've ever had that experience, you understand why it might not be the best idea in the world to require employers to retain someone that they want to fire, because you know what? Let's just say that they wouldn't skirt the law, which they absolutely would. But let's just say that they would do it. Let's just say they would follow the law. Someone has a difference of political beliefs. They really hate this person for that difference in their political beliefs, but they're not going to fire them because the law says they can't. Fine. You know what they're going to do? They're going to make that employee's life miserable. They're going to make it miserable. I studied workplace bullying for 10 years. I know exactly how this stuff works. And workplace bullying, by the way, not illegal. It is not illegal in the US. I know how this shit works. They start with small things. They start icing the employee out. They start taking responsibilities away. They start making it a miserable relationship, and it escalates and it escalates and it escalates until the employee makes the decision to leave or they get them for something else. It is a miserable, soul-sucking experience that affects the mental and physical health of employees. So don't tell me that it is better to require employers to keep employees on staff that they hate, because they're going to end up treating them like dirt, and we're actually going to end up having more mental health issues in the country, not less. At-will employment affects the employer and it affects the employee, and I just happen to have a goddamn PhD in the subject, so I feel like I can fucking say that.